Well, pulling out this morning, yesterday was, oh man, we had so much fun at Arches National Forest. And then we saw the arch, delicate arch, the iconic thing. But we're up early. We got to bed late, but still got up early and trying to leave Dust Land. So we're headed north, up Provo, Ogden, Heber City, Park City, that area. So we're gonna, lots of wind today, so I gotta take it a little, gotta slow it down. Now when you get out west, you need to look at the wind reports and stuff like that, and no, but there can be wind gusts too, just like it's nothing and you know, it's just no trees, the buildings are shutting things down. So you can hit these vortexes and stuff, so it's just best to take it easy. So, but follow the truckers, they usually know, but know that they're a little more stable than you. Look, they got 4 dually tires on their truck. 8. Well, there was a wreck, so they just rerouted us on this back road. So fun. We're RVing now. This looks like a much harder route. Backcountry, Utah. Starting to get some trees though. Alright, I better have to use both hands. Just to show you how much we just climbed. Just crowded here, look, nowhere to go. No staging area, but I mean it's a short staging area. Well, but he could go around, he should be the dumbass.
Okay, so parking lot.
This is what I've been driving in.
Parking lots here to the right, or you know, can you see the schematic?
Oh, okay. Fucking nothing but wind.
So let's just say that you just came in this way, right?
Okay.
Off the road. And then you came into one of these slanted spots. Just go down, take your first left, and then M7. So we're right by the pool and everything.
Okay. So we're in this nice new park. So it's nice, it's new. I could leave the truck, but then there was nowhere to park the car. It's a little thin as far as a new site goes. But you know, we're out and that's good. We're only here for 2 days. The wind's starting to die down a little bit. It's been bad. That's what I drew in on you. I'm sure you're hearing in the sound a little bit. But I want to show you where you are. When we're in Heber, we're surrounded by mountains. This is a valley that is surrounded by mountains. We drive down from Park City, which was on the other side of that. I come down here and there was hardly nothing here, but that was 30 years ago. But the wind's dying down a little bit. That's dust when it blows real hard. That was dust blocking the view of it. But can you see the mountains everywhere you look? Like I said, I moved out here in 1990. I stayed between 1990 and 1991 in Park City. I moved out here to snowboard for a year. And, you know, I loved it, but some things got complicated and we headed home, but it's cool to be back. And I'm gonna say it again, Dairy King. I hope they still have the train burger. I'm about to eat one, and I hope it's as good as I remember. I think watermelon ice cream, probably not. I've learned as I've gotten older, listen up and take those subtle hints. This is freaking awesome. I mean,
what is it?
Taste it.
Right.
I couldn't even imagine freaking watermelon ice, but then I'm like here, I'm like, oh, man, it's freaking that good.
I had it before.
I mean, it's whole cream ice cream. You understand? Not ice milk. It's a high quality ice cream.
Okay, let him have some.
But it's got
Monty.
this.
Monty.
For you.
Thank you.
Yep. Have a nice day.
You too.
There's no ketchup, is it?
Dairy King something.
Dairy King fry sauce.
You wanna?
Go home. Man. Those onion rings look incredible. Are they? Mm-hmm. Like hand breaded. Yeah, we're going over there next time because we will be back here. Remember, Mountain View Resort, Heber City, Utah. Excellent. $70 a night, which is a deal for this luxury of a park. But as for the adult side, unless you have kids under 21 with you. And again, it's not the kids that bother me. I just wanted the bigger spot, and they had spots over there you can back right up to the mountain. I could drop my toy box and just have coffee and drinks right there looking at the mountain, and I will next time. They would have moved us. I said, oh, you can move over. Yeah, no, once you set up and you're on the road, you ain't breaking back down just to move a spot, are you? Unless you're staying a long time. If I was staying a week, I'd do it. But you know, just a night, no. This is nice enough. We fit.
I need a recipe for.
We fit just fine.
Pancakes.
So we're trying to find this path from Midway to Park City. It's supposed to be a beautiful scenic drive, and then we'll hopefully catch the pass over through the mountain over the Snowbird and Alto.
Pass.
So it's called Guardsman Pass. Go to Midway and then put in Park City from there, Midway, Utah to Park City, Utah, and it should be an alternate path you can pull up on Google. We're on Pine Canyon Road, and we're trying to cut over to take this pretty way up to Park City. This place is booming. Look at that mansion they're building. Look at this huge house, and look at just their garage. They got an RV garage right there. You see it? Holy crap!
It might be just a barn mini.
Windy roads. Because this isn't a road. This is a pass. You know. Remember I told you Heber was a valley?
Yeah.
Heber City. Hard to see because those trees are there, but we should get to a viewpoint soon. So this is Guardsman's Pass. We're into the Wasatch Mountains on the way to Park City, and this is Heber Valley behind us. So it's beautiful, beautiful. It's about 50, 55 degrees and sunny. Blue skies. That's when I lived here, when we would ski. Unless it was snowing, it was blue sky. So I mean, like, you got light powder and blue skies and sun while you're skiing. You had to watch it because you get a sunburn. Dead winter. This is even a prettier spot. That's why they make a parking here. Look at that. Glad I'm in 4K, I can zoom for you. You're a mountain dog now. That's Park City down there. There's Deer Valley. Deer Valley it's like the super, even when it was the super rich and expensive. And Stein Erickson was this super good downhill skier.
At the traffic circle, take the first exit onto Marsac Avenue.
I don't know, he was kind of like the Michael Jordan of something, skiing anyway. He sponsored this place, or they sponsored him, or whatever. That was my apartment right there.
First one,
It's the second one, but it's actually the first one you're seeing because it goes down. Yeah. Had no AC and it was. That was my apartment. We got here, it had no AC and it was 91 degrees. I was like, how do you turn on the AC? And there was only a furnace in there. I was like, oh my God. And we were so tired from the drive. And it's really small. And I was like, oh. I don't know. Can I do this? Yeah. So this has always been busy here, but not, I mean, it's grown a lot. A little bit nicer, even a little better upkept. But you know, they've had the Sundance Film Festival every year here for I don't know how long, 20 years, 30 years,
Yeah.
30, more than 30 years. Sundance Film Festival happens in Park City on Main Street, right here. And there was a theater here that it views in. I just can't remember the name of it, but if I see it, I'll show you. Actually, I think they show in many different locations though. See, as you see these buildings, most of them were built in the 1800s, and opulently too. Look how nice that building is. Because what you got to realize is right up at the top of this street, Main Street, is Park City Ski Resort. But what used to be there was the railway they sent the carts up to get all the silver out of the mountain. And so they were rich. They were making a ton off the silver. So even when this was built, even back then, it's been nice for a long time, is what I'm saying. Coco, what did yours say?
Show yours, Coco. Life's too short to keep your head in the car.
Bring your own bones. We're at the cabin. With my baby here. See this open brewery? Snow on that mountain. It's what, June 8th or something? Still snow on the mountain. So I think we've had 4 decent, 1 bad, and 2 great parks so far. Well, obviously Breckenridge was a great park. This one is too. It's a little smaller, a little thinner, but still, it's just surrounded by mountains. And I hate to leave. I'm just gonna be honest. It's weird when you're going to leave some parks, if it's a dirty park or whatever. I mean, I don't mind, you know, gravel anymore. I just kind of, but you know, I prefer this. And this literally has asphalt roads and concrete paths. You just can't beat it. It needs to be a little bigger though. But again, I heard it is, I rode over there, it's bigger in the adult section. It should just be in the adult section. But there's a lot to be said about aggravation, motivation, or something like, I just want to get the hell out of here. Let's just get, you know what I'm saying? And that'll, and not super, but you know, that gives you a little energy to get out. But when it's like nice weather, nice park, you know, it's kind of like, oh, we'll get out, you know, we'll kind of work towards it, you know. It's not such a pressing issue, I would say. But we do have to get on the road. We got a long road trip today, about 5 hours 40 minutes by car, and that's without stopping in a car. So whatever, it's gonna be a long day, but like I said, I wouldn't hurry. One little point, when you have a short run like this, first of all, make sure even a 3-foot hose is too long, so make sure you utilize it. We don't want that slinky coming out like I talk about. But when it's this short and you're dumping your black first, if it's like mine and it has a lot of flow anyway, only open about halfway. Make sure this thing holds. This thing will start to go, ooh, and then you can kind of control the flow somewhat, because you don't want this thing popping out on your black dump, trust me. And it happens. It's in there pretty good, but still. So I've dumped black. I'll pull gray out full of you. Let's see. See, gray just doesn't flow like my black tank. My black tank comes out gushing. So I'll open this one full. It's home. The dogs know a good park, so we're getting to leave. They're like, cart. A good park is almost anywhere it's worth it to get the cart out. That's what. So if the cart's out and we're riding around and this good weather's not hot like this and it's pretty, yeah, they're like, this is a good park. Why are we going anywhere? We're good. We'll just stay here. It's good. It's all good. But we got to get buttoned up though. I want to tell you something about RV parks. RV parks deal with Can-Am. RV parks deal with cranky asses over time, so they can get kind of short themselves at some areas. In other words, I know it from doing it. You can be tired from traveling. You pull in, you're like, this shitty park, it sucks, and you're just freaking grumpy. And so they're dealing with grumpy bastards all the time. Oh, well, you got this, this ain't a spot, and this, you know, and they're just whatever. But if you call and you're sweet to them, like, we're gonna go to Santa Fe after this gig in Montana. I call the lady and I say, is there any way you can get in? You know, she goes, oh, that's our busy time. You know, we're gonna stay months. And I'm just talking to her, and then she says, well, I can't get you in. Wouldn't be able to get you into like the 15th, and we wanted the 1st of October. I'm sorry. So she said, well, that's our busy season, and you know, and I'm so sorry. You know. I said, okay, well, you know, is there any time you can? She goes, I wouldn't be able to get you into the 15th. I said, that's perfect. We'll work around it and we'll figure it out. And He's like, oh, you sure you can do? I said, yeah, we've got the contract, but we haven't set the date yet. So, and that's why we always check with the RV parks what day we can get in and all that before we set a start date, because we got to be there, And I said, if you would put us on the list, if anything else comes available. And we had a good rapport, and she was sweet, and I'm being sweet. I'm like, well, thank you. I said, you know what, you rock. Thank you so much for, even getting us a space, making this possible for us to get into your good park. She goes, oh, and she was doing us right. Well, she calls me back about an hour later. I moved some stuff around. We can get you in. I said, you know what? I didn't think you could rock any harder than you have, but you did. You really rock, Thank you so much. And, I'm just saying, good rapport, good thing. So a good attitude goes a long way, even if you're tired and don't really feel it. Put it on. And just be appreciative. Oh, thank you so much for letting me. Yeah, I'm not saying you got to kiss their ass, but just thank you. Oh, wow. Okay, if they do any little thing for you, say, wow, thank you so much. I appreciate you getting us in there, and just thank them and let them feel appreciated. And then it's amazing what they'll do for you if they can. Because they've always got a little wiggle room, usually. Come on, let's be honest. But if you go, what? You can't move something around to get me in? That ain't gonna work. They're gonna say, you know what? Kiss my ass. Have short runs to the water, because then I can use my little hose. These are collapsible, but not retractable, if that makes sense. See, they can go down. They go down in size. But anyway, my little 25 footer fits right here in the water bay, and that sets me up for success if it's close at the next park. If not, I got to get out my 50 footer. But it's the little things sometimes, trust me. But we've been blessed on this trip. We got into here, we got into Yellowstone, same way I was telling you about Santa Fe. Bethany called, and West Yellowstone, they had it's not Yellowstone Park, I can't fit in there. The 32-foot max. But it's one right outside Yellowstone. Even those get full, trust me. And during COVID right now and all that, it's summer, it is super busy. So to get a spot is amazing. And she did the same thing. Thank you so much. We can stop there. At least and our thought, at least we could take that route and it'll be a prettier drive and all that. But on top of that, she called back and says, you know what? I moved some things around and you can have another day. So we get 2 days. So it's the Lord and people just being so good spirited. Now, when I say smooth them, I've got that personality naturally. I love everybody, I just do. But find in your heart to love everybody and treat them that way. And then love will come back. Now, sometimes they just can't do it though. They just don't have it. But even then, say, well, can you put me down on a list, We've had it where, can you just put me down on a list just in case and whatever. And if you're sweet enough, they're gonna remember you. We've had that happen, and we made a reservation somewhere else that wasn't as good, and then get a call back, you know what, we had a cancellation and we moved you right up on the list, like in front of others, But other times they just can't do it. They just don't have it. And especially in the East, I've had no, I don't have it. And then they hang up. Well, if you get one of those, don't give up. Don't let it change your attitude. What you do is you call back another day. Maybe you'll get somebody else. That might have been an employee, with a bad attitude. Just call until you get somebody sweet, or try. Sometimes they don't have it at all and they can't do it. But like I say, don't give up. Wait till you talk to somebody sweet. At least somebody that is sweet and going, golly, I wish I could. Then they really don't have it. But anyway, little tricks of the road we're learning. So I got all I've got to do is pull the power and load the cart. And then I have to leave this beautiful park. Whew. This park, asphalt roads, concrete paths, that's doing it right. They're trying to do what they think is right, is grass dog park. But you see, dogs are gonna kill the grass eventually. I bet they will put some material in here. But look over here where they do have gravel. They've got so much gravel down, and then they got piles ready to just keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. See that? Yeah, you can do RV parks right. Not be cheap. Raise the prices a little if you have to. That's my personal opinion. If you need the money to make it nicer, pay for new rock or something. Up at $10 a spot a night or something. Usually up your monthlies or your full-timers. They're the ones that get out cheap.